Hello! How to learn mathematics. In this part, we will discuss basic mathematics, the mathematics that we learn from elementary school up to high school and beginning years of college. How to study math? That's very hard to answer. Honestly, I don't have a good answer. What to study is easier to answer because learning is a very personalized experience. Everyone seems to have different way of learning, different way of thinking, different understanding, and so different pace of learning. An ideal situation would be individual interaction between student and teacher, and the adjusted curriculum to allow self-paced learning. But in practical situation, this could be hard. And so if you are really motivated to learn mathematics, to improve yourself, then you have to do some kind of self-study. To do self-study, you need to find good books. You can find from your school library or public library, university library, and there are also online resources. Khan Academy is a very good one. It has all of this material of basic mathematics. And you might also want to check out the forum, Math Stack Exchange. They have some questions and answers. You can also join the discussion, ask questions, and so on. The topics in mathematics uh, usually can be classified into arithmetics, probability, algebra, and calculus. And of course, there are some basic set theory and logic. So arithmetic is the foundation. You need to have good foundation of arithmetic in order to be able to learn pre-algebra and algebra. And you also need to have solid foundation of algebra and pre-algebra in order to do calculus. The other thing that is missing, I think, the use of computers to learn mathematics. So if you can find some resources or you can do it yourself, it will be very helpful. Especially in this age, you need to be very fluent with how to deal with data, how to visualize the data, and help you learn about understanding the function. You can use computer to help you graph the function, find solutions of equations, and so on. So your understanding is largely determined by how much you practice, P, and how you discuss with your teachers or your friends. And also talent has a small contribution, so mostly your understanding comes from practice and discussion. In arithmetic, you will learn a lot of stuff from addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, finding factors, finding multiples, prime numbers, and then how to express numbers as multiplication of prime factors. Then you have to be able to calculate with fractions, decimal, percentage. Then you learn about exponents, power, indices, also radicals, roots, and how logarithm is related to the exponent, and some of the sequences, pattern of numbers, so on. Then you learn about geometry, shapes, lines, angles. You will use Pythagoras theorem a lot in calculating distances. Then you learn about circle, the property of circles, angles, and so on. Areas, volume, surface area, similarity between two shapes, congruence. Trigonometry will also be very important, and in advanced courses you will also learn about factors in 2-dimension and 3-dimension and transformation of factors and so on. Probability and statistics, how to count the probability of events. Then you will also have to be able to analyze quantitative data, visualization of data, and then discussing some central tendency, mean, median, mode, and so on. In pre-algebra, you learn about ratios, proportion rates, exponents, logarithm. Expression is very central. Before you will be able to do algebra, you need to be proficient in evaluating expression, how to change to solve expressions in terms of variables, how to model the question into variable and expressions. And you will also learn about coordinate functions and so on. And algebra, the main topic is basically solving equations. You will have linear equations. You can also have a quadratic equation, even cubic and higher order polynomials. And you should be able to solve systems of equations. And you learn about other functions like exponential functions, logarithm, and transformation of functions. Pre-calculus basically deals with properties of real numbers, functions of real numbers, the domain of functions, range and domain, and then you should be able to do composition of functions, transformation of functions, the properties of periodic functions, and a lot of other functions, polynomial, trigonometric, transcendental, and also deal with some arithmetic series and geometric series. In calculus, the central theme is limit. You should understand the concept of limit and how you take limit of very small number, infinitesimal, or very large number, and you should be able to evaluate continuity of a function and the difference between continuity and differentiable functions. Smooth function is the function that are differentiable. You should be able to differentiate all the functions, and then application of differentiation, integration, the concept of integrations, the geometric meaning of integrations, how integration is related with the calculating area under the curve, and so on. Of course, you will learn about logic, simple logic, and set theory, and it's very important to understand the concept and do a lot of exercise. And in doing exercise, you should be able to write very clearly in order for others to understand your way of thinking, and it also helped you a lot in understanding and not making mistakes. So for example, in here, this summation of 5 numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. If someone write like this, 1 plus 3 equals 4 plus 5, that's wrong, because 1 plus 3 is not equals to 4 plus 5. So this is wrong, and also this is not equal. A lot of mistakes in here, although he could be thinking that 1 plus 3, the result plus 4, and then the result will be added to 7, the result will be added to 9, and this answer is 25, but this is incorrect way of doing it, and it can lead to calculational mistake. A better way of writing would be something like this. So 1 plus 3 is 4, and then the result 4 plus 5 becomes 9, 9 plus 7, and so on. So this is a better way of writing. Or maybe something like this: 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 plus 5, the result is added to the next number, 9 plus 7, and this is also a good way of writing. Or maybe you found a pattern, like you can group. Grouping is also a good way of doing addition. 1 plus 9 is 10, 3 plus 7 is 10, so it's 2 of 10s plus the middle number 5, so 25. This is also a good way of writing. Let's see another example. 3/4 of a number plus 5 is equal to 32. So find the number. If someone wrote this solution like this, it's not very clear why did he do this, and what is the variable n, and even here there is a mistake, because 4 times 27 is not equal to 108 over 3. What he meant could be 4 times 27 equals 108, which is the 3n. So then n is 108 divided by 3, but because of the bad way of writing, this can be confusing and can lead to calculational mistakes. But in this case, even though the answer is correct, but the way of doing it is incorrect. A better way of writing would be something like this. So let's explain what is n. Let n be the number, so everyone knows that you're referring n to the number that is being asked. So then you proceed simplifying the equation so it's easier to calculate. Then 3n equals 108, then n is equal to 108 over 3 equals 36. So this is a better way of writing. Or if you have other method of finding the solution, you can also write like this. This is a visualization of the problem. The 3/4 of the number is 27, then you can determine that 1/4 is 9. So the whole thing is 36. So this is a correct way of writing. So in order to learn math, you need to have good resources, good books, and some online resources also will be helpful. And it's better if you have a partner, a friend that you can discuss, or a teacher. And that's it. Just learn everything.